From my onboarding call with Jill in March, I have stuck to things and achieved things that I never thought was possible. Things like running, lifting weights. I had just written those off and assumed they weren't for me. And to feel that feeling of achieving something you didn't think you could do is just like incredible. And the confidence that comes with that like is amazing. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is all about my summer health and fitness and wellness routine, and I'm so excited to be sharing it with you guys. My goal for this video is to be just like a positive source of motivation for the summertime and let you guys in on what I've been doing and what's been working for me, what I've tried, what hasn't been working. We're also gonna talk about habits, nutrition, meditation. We're gonna talk about everything in this video. I have some notes beside me, so you might see me looking down because there is so much that I wanna cover. Grab a little snack, grab a drink, let's get cozy and talk about my health and fitness routine for this summer. And before we get into it, I want to thank CoPilot for sponsoring this video. This is a program that I have been using for a very long time now, almost 5 months, which is a long time when it comes to working out for me. And they are the sponsor of this video, and I am so grateful. We will talk in depth about CoPilot in a minute, but let's start off this video by just talking about my story when it comes to health and fitness. I'm like, how do I even begin? We could keep going back. In university, I did not work out very regularly. I had a lot of body image issues, and to me, working out was like a punishment or a way to shape my body into being something that it wasn't. And I would purchase like influencer ebooks. We all remember the BBG days. And I would purchase gym memberships, and I would not follow through with any of them, like never. I could never work out consistently more than like a week or two. And sometimes I remember going to the gym, having this paper in front of me with like workouts listed, and I would just lie there and I would think about the homework that I have to do, or I would think about like the guy that I'm texting. Like I was not there. And that actually caused me to have a really negative view of working out, and the gym wasn't for me. One day, my friend Eve dragged me to a spin class, and I fell in love, ended up getting a job there doing cleaning and reception work, and spinning became my jam. It was also my workplace. It was where a lot of my friendships were. It was my little community, and nothing there was about being the best or being the strongest or being the fittest or looking a certain way. Everything was just very community-based and very positive, and I really fell in love with that. So from working out, going from a way to like punish myself or change my body to a way to just have fun, that really showed that like when you have a community and when you have positivity at the base, for me, that's really what works. Then we all know COVID came and ruined everything, and I couldn't do spinning anymore. And I kind of went back to that old place where I was like, okay, I've got to sign up for this influencer's online program, and I got to do this Pilates class at home. And I paid a lot of money for things that I never used, that I never stuck with. And yeah, things just didn't stick. There was no accountability. And the fun was totally taken out of it, and I was very discouraged. And I basically didn't work out for like 2 whole years. In March, I got started with this company called CoPilot. They reached out to me and wanted me to try their program, and I got matched with a coach, a trainer named Jill, and this totally changed the game for me. If I could summarize what CoPilot did for me, it's like giving me that community and accountability. It's not so much a community because it's really just one-on-one with your coach, which is actually really, really great. But it's that feeling of support that you get from a community or from a coach with a plan that is totally tailored to you. If you don't like something, you can change it. And it's a combination of that fun that I was getting from spin classes with a healthy approach to changing your body and reaching your goals. So I have had such a positive experience with it, which is why I'm able to sit here and talk to you guys about it and share my new routine with you. But I'm just really grateful for CoPilot and for how it changed my approach to fitness and got me able to do things that I never thought I could do. I was running, I was lifting weights, I was like, who is this girl? And you guys got to see it all in the vlogs too. I feel like it was really cool to document all of that. And then unfortunately, when spring and summer started to roll around, I didn't want to be at the gym anymore. I didn't want to go to workout classes anymore. I wanted to be outside. And also there was a lot of weekend trips that were kind of throwing off my routine, and I stopped being as consistent as I liked to be. When I went to Florida, I kept up with my running, and all throughout this, like, running is the one thing that stuck, which made me realize that maybe running is the answer. And I spoke with Jill and we decided to up the running in my program and also switch to at-home workouts, which is going to be like a big focus of what we talk about today, because without having to stick to a schedule or go to the gym, I could comfortably do these workouts from home, but have that accountability that I needed. And this has worked tremendously. So from there, it didn't take me long to get back into a routine, and I'm going to be sharing my exact routine with you all in this video. But before that, I want to give you guys an overview of CoPilot so that we can talk about it throughout the video and you're not like, what the heck is she talking about? So like I said, I've been using CoPilot since March of this year, which is about 5 months now, which is a very long time. They are the sponsor for today's video, and I interact with CoPilot pretty much every day. So the CoPilot at the base is an app, but it's honestly so much more than that because of the human connection that you get out of it. Everyone who signs up for CoPilot gets matched with a trainer, and you take a quiz and you let them know like what your goals are, the coaching style that you would like, if there's a specific age range or gender that you're looking for in your coach, so that you can be super comfortable and get matched with exactly the right person for you. For me, in that case, it was Jill. And right away you have an intro call, an onboarding call to talk about all the things. And the intro call lasts about an hour, so it's super thorough, super in-depth. I was in awe of how attentive she was and how caring, and I really felt supported from day one. Also, it's funny to mention in that call, one of the first things I said to her was, I've always wanted to be a runner, but I've never had success. I don't know if I can do it. And spoiler alert, I freaking did it with her help. So CoPilot's goal is to help you build and maintain healthy habits as it comes to fitness and nutrition, and to help you stick with them over time. They never pressure you, judge you. They're a really supportive team. It's not about crazy transformations. Their motto is the best workout is one that you will do. And I really see all of their values exemplified through Jill and my relationship with her, the way she speaks with me, the way she encourages me. And I literally am the proof. Like, I've stuck with this for 5 months, longer than I've ever stuck with anything. And the stat that they gave me to share with you guys was they have an insane success rate with over 75% of CoPilot clients continuing to work out after 100 days, which means they are 9 times more likely to stick to their goals. And like I said, I'm an example of this. From my onboarding call with Jill in March, I have stuck to things and achieved things that I never thought was possible. Things like running, lifting weights. I had just written those off and assumed they weren't for me. And to feel that feeling of achieving something you didn't think you could do is just like incredible. And the confidence that comes with that like is amazing. So that's the human element of CoPilot. Now let me walk you through the app, because the intersection of the two is really cool. So when you log on to CoPilot, you first see your home page. Mine is all clear right now because I finished everything this morning. So let's go back and look at yesterday. Actually, I'm gonna show you guys a fresh day. So we will see here, this is Thursday. So I have a daily habit of meditation. In orange are the workouts here. So we have a long interval run and a core and legs workout at home. This is what you see when you log in, but yours will be totally tailored to whatever you want, what you and your coach decide. When you complete a goal, the circle gets filled in. So this was yesterday. I did my goal of doing my lunch prep, I did not do my meditation and it was pouring rain, so I did not do my long run. But you can go backwards and finish a workout or a habit another day. Today, everything is all clear, but if you swipe up, you will see everything that I did today. We have the morning movement habit, meditation, and my workout. So that's sort of the main page, the calendar, where you'll probably spend most of the time, if not on the chat, which I'll show you in a second. This is the data page, which honestly, I don't like to get too caught up in the numbers, so I don't really spend any time here. Where I do spend a lot of time is in the chat. So I have my chat with Jill, and we speak almost every day. She sees when I do my workouts. We send long paragraphs to each other. Sometimes she sends me videos. Here I was sending her a video of a workout I was having trouble with, like a movement. So that is like our daily kind of check-in with each other, and she'll send me like encouraging messages. She'll ask how my workout's been. It's really, really great. You also have calls with your coach. So we have calls once a month. You can have as many calls as you would like. Every trainer is different with the frequency that they like to check in. For me, once a month is perfect because we have the text that is ongoing. Then we have a nice 45-minute call once a month, and I just love chatting with her. I will show you guys some footage of my calls with Jill in a minute so you can get a sense of like the vibe and her personality, which is so great. But just to finish the walkthrough, they also have an integration with Apple Watch, which I really like because then you're not so much on your phone, which I find is a bit less distracting. So your watch will tell you what the workout is. You can see things like your heart rate, your calories burned, time elapsed, all of that on your watch, which is super nice, but it is not necessary. All you need is a smartphone. It works with Android and with Apple. For me, I do find the watch really enhances it and helps me be more motivated, but what I would recommend is starting without the watch, seeing how consistent you are, and then maybe gifting yourself the watch down the line. That would be my personal recommendation. So if you guys are interested in trying CoPilot, I will have a link for you down below where you can get 14 days for free so you can try it out and see for yourself how wonderful it is. This is where I really need my scripts because I want to walk you guys exactly through my workouts. For the first time ever, I typed stuff out for a video and printed it. That's how much I have to say about this. But from spring until now, this is what my workouts with the at-home and the running have looked like. So I had an interval run and an at-home strength training 2 to 3 times per week. There was 3 in my calendar, but I didn't always hit 3. My goal was kind of to do 2. Then I had one long distance run, and I had 1 class at the gym. Some weeks I would do less than this. Some weeks I would do more. Rarely would I do more because I feel like that's just a really good balance for the spring and summer. And then, like I mentioned at the beginning, as time progressed, I found I wasn't as interested in going to the gym, and I really just wanted to stick to running and the at-home workouts. I also felt like I wanted to do stairs. I've mentioned this before in videos, but I weirdly love the Stairmaster, so we added some Stairmaster time as well, or else I could do the stairs outside. We have a really fun park in the middle of the city, Mount Royal Park, where there's a ton of stairs, and I could do my stairs workout there as well. So let me show you guys my setup for at-home workouts so you can see like how I get them all done and how easy it is to just make space in your home with very little equipment. So this right here is in my living room, and this is my little at-home workout section. This is the basket where I keep all of my stuff. I have cork blocks for doing yoga. I don't do that as often as I should. This is my yoga mat from Lululemon, and beneath it, it's hard to see, but I actually have some dumbbells in here. So I have 2 11-pound dumbbells, and I have 2 3.3-pound dumbbells. I got these at Decathlon, so they're in kilograms, which is more European, but they were super affordable. I spent $70 on all of them. So this is my whole at-home kit. The only thing that I feel like anyone actually needs is a yoga mat, because the weights you can find substitutes for, and the blocks, that's more yoga specific. So I will just lay out my yoga mat right here. Maggie will hang out with me on the floor or on the couch. I'll put a glass of water here on the coffee table, and I'll prop up my phone either here on the table or on the floor. And then I just stretch out and do my workout, and there is enough room here. The other good part is that my mirror is here, so when I am working out, I can check my form in the mirror, which is a really nice bonus. But yeah, you don't need anything crazy. You don't need a full setup. You don't need a home gym. Like, you can get super effective workouts with just a little bit of stuff like that. So that was my at-home little station. I love it how it's all set up and it just feels like a really good spot to work out. Oh, hello. Wanna come up? Someone's joining us. Come up, baby. We have a friend. You can join us? Actually, this is the perfect time. You knew what we were about to talk about. I want to spend a little bit of time talking very specifically about running because, oh, and she's leaving us. Like I said, this has just been like my new passion, and I know, trust me, I know how hard it can be to get into running. So I want to give you guys my tips and just like my experience. I've kind of always looked up to runners and I've always wanted to be a runner, but I found it really intimidating. It felt like I needed the perfect playlist and expensive shoes and just like everything. I needed everything to be perfect before I could become a runner. Like I said, super intimidating to get into. If you feel that way, I totally feel you. The good news is it's actually not that bad at all. Before this year, I would run maybe once to a couple times a year, and every time I would do it, it would feel like my chest was on fire, that my lungs were gonna burst, and I was just like, well, I can't do it, I'm not a runner. And I kind of developed this narrative that like, I'm not a runner and just running's not for me, and that some people are natural born runners and others aren't. Whoa. But yet, the desire to run was always there. I think maybe from playing soccer when I was younger, or just seeing how runners look and hearing how runners talk about running, like they look all peaceful when they're doing it, and then they're like, yeah, it's my me time. Like I always wanted to do it. So when I told Jill that I wanted to become a runner, she was like, yeah, no problem. And I was like, okay, like we'll see if this will work. She had me start with interval runs, which I had never tried before. It's basically where you walk for a certain amount of time, then you run for a certain amount of time. She had me doing those intervals 3 times a week, and we started with 1 minute on, 1 minute off. And I did that for the 20 minutes. I remember the first time I did it was at my condo gym on the treadmill, and I felt like I was going to die. And then suddenly over time, it became easier and easier. And then the 1 minute intervals became kind of easy, I wanna say. You can always make them harder by running faster, but it was the longer ones that were still really tricky. And then the longer ones started getting easier. And then when I went to go for a longer time run, so time without stopping, I could do it, and it felt like a miracle, and I was so happy about it. You guys can see here in my call with Jill, us talking about that. The most exciting thing that I wanted to tell you was how well running is going. Like, I don't know if you remember like our first call together, I was like, yeah, you know, I'd like to be a runner. And it felt like really far away. And then now every time I do it, it just like gets easier and better. And I'm able to like push myself more. And then with the watch, being able to, now I kind of know like the different levels of my heart rate, and like where they normally are, and then like how to push myself from looking at the heart rate, which is like really cool. So yeah, that's been going well.
Yeah, you're a runner now.
Yeah, crazy.
You're killing it. It honestly is all because of how consistent you've been with your running and making it such a priority in your week over week, and showing up for yourself, getting it done, and trusting the process. So you've been killing it.
Thank you. And I think like starting with the intervals really helped. And she was just so encouraging, like you guys saw. She was like, yeah, you're a runner, like you did it. And I can't tell you how incredible that felt to finally achieve something that I had been wanting for years in just 5 months to be able to do it. It's incredible. My advice to you, if you are someone who wants to get into running, is to start with the intervals, start out slow that way, do the intervals a couple times a week, and then slowly build it up. And I also just wanna say that you don't need fancy running shoes. I have like some discount ones that I got from Adidas that are comfortable. You don't need fancy running clothes. You can wear whatever you want to run. And I also don't run with headphones. I don't listen to music when I run. Turns out it's actually much more pleasant to just run and hear the sounds of the city. And I'm less focused on time because I'm not like, when's this song gonna end? When's this song gonna end? I'm just kind of in the moment. So try running without headphones if you've been having trouble. And I'm gonna be a mom here and say, always look out for your safety when you're running. Make sure you're running in a place that is well lit, that there's people around. And if it's nighttime, don't run with headphones on. Yeah, be careful. And yeah, like the strength workouts, I feel like the way I'm seeing it in my head is like I kind of want to prioritize running right now just because we can and it's outside. And then the strength workouts, like I did one the other day when it was raining and it was like perfect. Don't leave the house. And then when I do have time in the mornings too, I'll do like the run and then the at-home workout after. So I feel like, yeah, the schedule is really good.
Awesome. So that's perfect. So you want to prioritize running. So right now you do still have on schedule 3 home workouts. Do you want to keep them there or do you want me to
2?
Okay.
Because yeah, so we have the 3 home workouts and then we have the Stairmaster. Maybe 2 would be good.
Okay. I like that. And I know that Tuesdays you wanted to focus on getting your workout in like first thing in the morning. How's that been feeling for you?
Really good.
Good. Oh, nothing feels better than starting your day with a workout.
I know. And then on the days when I don't do it, I'm like, why am I not doing it? Like, you know what I mean? So you guys, through all of this, what I have learned is I did it. I became a runner. It feels so amazing to accomplish that goal that I've been wanting for years. And it was just so good. So that check-in with Jill was super great, and it actually brought forth some changes that we are making to the schedule as of this week. Today is Tuesday, so we started these changes yesterday, but it was raining. Anyways, let me walk you guys through my new workout plan. Monday, long run to start the week. Then Tuesday is an interval run and upper body at home, which I did this morning. Wednesday is the stairs. Thursday is another interval run plus the core and legs at home. And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, what I have learned is I don't really tend to work out. If I do, it would be like another run or something like that. But I didn't want to put pressure on myself to have it on the calendar. It'll just be like more of a bonus. And I've also been wanting to spend more time stretching, which I feel like is a great weekend activity. So that's my new routine, and I did it this morning and it was gorgeous. It worked super, super well. And with that being said, sticking to a routine comes with accountability. I spoke a lot about that in my story, and you guys could see how Jill's accountability really helped me. So I want to dive more into that topic now. The difference between CoPilot and other programs that I have purchased in the past is that with the ones that you buy, there's no one behind it. They're just giving you the ebook often, or they're giving you like a login to the platform, and no one cares if you show up. No one cares if you do it. Like, there's no accountability or anything like that. And like I said, for me, that just didn't work. I think the accountability and human element behind CoPilot is why I've been so successful with it, why they have such a high success rate. And to me, it's just totally worth the money to spend on having that real person with you. You can save money on a gym membership and have an awesome workout plan that lets you work out at home, and you might be more successful with it because you're actually sticking to it, right? It's great to have a gym membership, and some gyms are like 30 bucks a month and super cheap, but it's actually really expensive if you never use it. So everyone's different when it comes to motivation. For me, I really need that push. I've also, told my friends and my boyfriend about my fitness journey, so they check in with me and ask me how it's going. The bigger the circle of support you can build around yourself, the better, which is something that I just really, really recommend for all of us. So let's close off this video on the topic of habits. Working out is a habit. Eating well is a habit. A lot of things are habits. And CoPilot recently built in a habit tracker into their app, which has been really helpful. I was tracking some habits on the side, and now it's all integrated, which is super nice. So I want to tell you guys a little bit about the habits that I am currently tracking and what I am working on. So like you guys saw in the app, one of my habits is the weekly meal prep on Mondays. So every Monday I go grocery shopping, or I prep my menu for the week. I don't sit around and do a huge cooking. It just actually doesn't work for me, but I sort of bunch everything together in my mind and on a paper so that I know, like, okay, these are my ingredients for salad, let's go. These are my ingredients for like a protein box, like a Starbucks inspired box, which I love making, let's go. So that's really easy, and that has been a great habit. Habit number 2 is Tuesday morning morning movement. So once a week, I have the habit to get my workout done in the morning, and it feels so good. My Tuesday workouts are the ones that I'm actually the most consistent with because of this morning habit. And I think down the line, I will add more, but I didn't want it to be overwhelming, right? If you put a habit every single day, then you may tend to brush it off. So I'm like, once a week, let's do it. And then I'll build my habit from there. You may be wondering, what is water on my list? And you would have seen in the app that no, water drinking is not, because we actually took it off. It turned out that when it came to water, not focusing on numbers and putting that pressure on myself actually just caused me to drink a lot more water. I was stressing out about not drinking enough, and I was like, gotta track it, gotta do this. And it turns out that just leaving it alone and drinking when I'm thirsty, and also drinking water first thing in the morning. So I used to wake up tea right away. Now I do wake up water tea, and it's going really well. The last habit that I have, which you guys may have noticed when I showed you the app, was meditation. This is new for me as of yesterday. I was talking with Jill on our call. I didn't actually record this part because it kind of came up out of nowhere, but she asked me about my stress levels, and I was like, Jill, I came out of the womb stressed. Like, I am stressed 24/7, 365. And she was like, you need to meditate. And I was like, I know. So we're trying meditation again. The habit is in the app. I did it this morning, actually. It was 10 minutes long, and it felt really good, actually. So we have meditation every day on the app, but the goal is to do it 3 times a week. And we'll see if this makes me a less stressed, more chill person. I really hope it does. I have been wanting to stick with meditation for so long, so maybe this is gonna be just like the running, and that having Jill as my accountability is gonna be what it takes. We shall see. So when it comes to habits, this just goes to show that, like water, some habits don't do so well being tracked, for me or for you. Some do really well, like the morning movement. And so you get to try around and see which habits do well with tracking, which habits don't do as well, and make like a habit tracker that works well for you. But yeah, I have to say that getting that meditation done this morning, which is something that I feel fear when it comes to meditation, that was a huge win. So on that happy note, let's wrap up this video, shall we? I want to give you guys the key takeaways from this video. Number 1 is that at-home workouts have helped me stay consistent with my workouts throughout the summer, with trips and with changing schedules and with last-minute plans. At-home workouts have been the answer for me, and they feel really good, and it doesn't cost a lot of money to get your home workout ready. You don't need an at-home gym. You just need like a yoga mat, and maybe not even that. Accountability. This is like the gold star, I think, of this video, is that accountability is the game changer for me. Having someone to cheer you on, who cares about you, who holds you accountable, is invaluable, and that is what has allowed me to set and stick to my goals, and it feels amazing. Number 3 is that you too can become a runner. If I can do it, you can do it. You don't need fancy shoes. You don't need a fancy setup. Try your intervals, get out there and start running, and let me know down below how that goes for you. Next point is that changing up your routine can be super helpful. It can keep you engaged, can keep you motivated. I'm looking behind me, I see Slenderman is back. Oh boy. How cute am I? The last point I wrote is that I love you and I'm cheering you on. And seriously, I am cheering you on. It is an incredible feeling to set goals and achieve them, and I want that feeling for every single one of you watching. I really, really do, and I love you very much. So that is a wrap, you guys. I love you so much. I am cheering you on, like I said. Thank you so much to CoPilot for sponsoring this video and being my partner for the last 5 months throughout this workout journey. I love you guys too. All right. I will see you in my next video. Bye. Once again, thank you guys for watching. I really hope you enjoyed, and I want to remind you not to forget to claim your 14-day free trial at the link down below so that you can check out CoPilot for yourself, get matched with a coach, and get started on your health and wellness journey. I'm super excited for you all. All right, see you next time.